Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. So today's video is all about getting this house reset. Everything needs a reset. Our house needs cleaned. I need an energy boost. It's about time that this house get back in order. So if that sounds good to you and you're looking for some cleaning motivation, you are in the right spot and let's get right into it. Don't forget to like and comment on this video if you enjoy it. Okay, so I'm showing you some of my kids' bedrooms. They are messy. We're just gonna reset these rooms really fast. I'm handling any dirty clothes that I find on the floor, taking those to the hamper. I'm gonna make their beds, vacuum the room, make sure it smells good, and call it a day for in here. So let's go. Okay, today is the day where I need an energy boost, so I'm gonna drink just an Alani really quick and get some caffeine going before I hit the next area of our house. So I have the kids' bedrooms picked up and ready to go, and now I'm just gonna handle our kitchen. I always start with the dishes just because that's what bugs me the most. So I like to get those out of the way really fast, and then I'm just gonna tidy up our kitchen. And I don't know about you, maybe it's just the change of the season, but for me, I have felt so discombobulated and kind of behind on all of my normal routines over just the last few weeks. And I think it's because school is winding down. I'm so excited for summer. Who's with me? I think summer's the best time of year. I love some sunshine, but I don't know, the end of the school year and sports winding down and just all the things have me, I guess, just tired and probably a little bit stressed out and overwhelmed too. So I'm hoping that by getting this house reset, it kind of just gives me some energy and a boost and just feeling kind of just more successful. You know, sometimes once we get going, we can start feeling better. And I really buy into that concept. Just if you just start, you can typically get into a rhythm and finish up strong. And so that's what I'm trying to do here today with this house reset, just kind of getting back in the swing of things and hopefully kind of squash that feeling of stress or feeling behind on all the things. So I would love to encourage you in that too. Sometimes just getting your house in order really does solve a lot of the problems or overwhelm that you might be feeling in your life. So if you need that motivation today, I hope you can take it. If this is not your day and you do not want to feel the need to clean and you just want to watch me clean and maybe just rest on the couch, that is okay too. Okay, so in addition to just resetting our house and trying to clean up a little bit around our home, another thing I'm doing just to feel more like on top of things and less overwhelmed is doing some meal planning. So I want to share some of the meals that I'm going to make this week with you. First on the rotation tonight is one pot pasta. I love doing this. It's kind of like an old school Easy Mac, but you make it from scratch. And it's just got ground beef, some elbow noodles. I think there's milk. We use bone broth in it and diced onion, and you make it all in one pan. And so it's just such an easy meal. All my kids will eat it. And my littlest kiddo actually will get like seconds on it, which I feel like is such a win. I'm happy to share that recipe down in the comments if you want it. Let me know and I'll send it over to you. And then tomorrow I'm planning on doing meatball subs. And I think I've shared this recipe before, but you buy frozen meatballs. I just get them from Walmart, and you use a can of jarred spaghetti sauce, and you can put them in your slow cooker or just cook them on your stovetop. It doesn't take very long at all either way. So you're just kind of having to warm the meatballs because they're already cooked. And then you serve those on hoagie style buns with some mozzarella cheese. And my kids really liked that, and that's a super easy meal. So we're going to do that too. And then the last meal that I'm going to cook this week is chicken enchiladas. This is a go-to for us. I make it kind of more like a casserole. I use corn tortillas and shredded chicken and sour cream, and I just mix the sour cream and the shredded chicken together, and that's the filling. And I layer that alternating corn tortillas and chicken, shredded chicken and sour cream mixture. And I make probably 3 layers of that depending on what I have. And then I top it with just enchilada sauce. Sometimes we use red sauce, sometimes we use green. My kiddos will eat either one as long as I get them mild. And then I just put some Colby Jack cheese on top, and then I bake that at 350 for about 45 minutes. It is such an easy meal, and it always leaves us leftovers. So we will typically do that 2 nights in a row when I make that. So that will handle 4 nights of dinners for us. And then we will probably do a leftovers night or a sandwich night. I'm not planning on cooking any more than 4 times, or I guess 3 times for dinners this week. So that's my meal plan. Hopefully that gave you some good ideas. If you have a good idea for an easy dinner, go ahead and share that in the comments below. I'm always looking for easy meals that kids typically enjoy. That's always high on my priority list because we have 4 kiddos, and I love to have meals that they will eat and that are easy and at least partially nutritious. Not everything is perfect, but I love to cook at home. We don't eat out very often. So if you have a good recipe you'd love to share, please leave it in the comments below. All right, guys, now I'm handling some laundry. You guys know at this point, my philosophy is do a load of laundry every day to stay up with it. But then again, I'm not really up on my laundry this week. So this is more than one load, but I have it washed and dried, and I'm just going to be separating this out. I like to do baskets for each of my kiddos, and I separate their laundry into their basket. And then for my elementary age children, their job is to put their own laundry up. So I will have these baskets sitting on their beds when they get home from school today. And when they get a chance, just at some point before they go to bed, I expect them to put their laundry up. I'm not really a stickler on when they do it, just as long as they get it done before they climb into bed. That's why I set the laundry baskets on their beds, just to encourage them to do it. And then I'm going to be restocking the hand towels in our kitchen. We were out, so it was definitely laundry day. This makes it easier to keep your kitchen clean if you have well-stocked hand towels and rags in your drawer. It's way harder to clean your kitchen if you don't have that. Just ask me how I know. I felt that earlier today. So I'm going to finish the laundry real quick. Alright, the last area that I need to clean on this house reset is our living room. I'm gonna go ahead and get our little robot shark vacuum going just because that cuts my workload in half, and I'm gonna have that starting in the living room, and then it'll clean the other areas of our house too. But I'm gonna fold the throw blankets that are out on the couches and put away any kids' toys that I find and just straighten up this area. It's already pretty clean, but just gonna do a quick tidy of this space. I've always cleaned our glass coffee table because little fingerprints are everywhere on this table each day. So I'm gonna clean that. And then my house is clean. I'm gonna call it good. The house is reset. I'm ready to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it encouraged you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.